How's it going? Clash here, and how do I play Pokemon? I forgot. There we go. I forgot how to use the controls. Oh man, that's terrible. It's completely different playing Pokemon on, you know, the PC as opposed to playing it. I don't even know which of these people I've already beaten, as opposed to, you know, playing it on a handheld or whatever, or any other game in general. Because most games use the WASD key combination, whereas this game does not. Anyways, last time we left off on whatever route this is, and we were heading towards Fuchsia City, just sort of grinding along the way, and I don't really have anything to talk about for this episode, other than just miscellaneous bullcrap that has come up over the past few days. The first of which would be the crashing to desktop at my Skyrim per diem series has been experiencing. It's only happened twice. It happened once in the episode that I think I uploaded Saturday, and I believe it happens about 2 episodes from then too. And then it just keeps going, and we don't really have too many problems for a while. But of course, you know, that's really annoying for me to deal with, to have to relaunch the recording in Skyrim every single time the game crashes like that. And it only happens when I die and the game loads up a save. So I did a bunch of just tinkering and troubleshooting, and it got to the point where I reinstalled all of the mods. Well, not all of the mods. I've actually left a few out in the reinstalled list of everything, but most of the big majority of the mods that were in there before are still in the game, still in the series, and will continue to be in the series. But I don't know. Cloud, can you land this hit? Oh my God! Really let me down there, Cloud. That was bad. There you go. Good job. You made up for it, because then Pidgeotto used like Tail Whip or something useless. Anyway. Defeated Birdkeeper, sweet. Good job, Cloud. You pulled through in the end there. So yeah, most of the mods are still there, so that series will pretty much remain intact, but I think I figured out the problem. And the problem appears to be autosaves. Whenever I try to load an autosave, or at least not every single time, but a lot of the time, every single time I load up an autosave, like it always has to happen at least once. Like, it does happen every time. Not every single time I load the save, but every single time I play the game, it seems that Skyrim has to crash as soon as an autosave loads. It never fails, apparently. So I had 2 options there. I could just keep on playing like nothing ever happened, or I could actually try and fix what the problem was, and go through everything and actually go and see if I could actually, you know, get rid of the problem. I could have kept on going, and it would have just basically been more of an incentive not to die, since it would only crash when I died. But still, that's really gonna be obnoxious for me. You don't really notice it because the recording starts right back up all seamlessly and everything, but still, it's a pain in the ass and kind of ruins the experience and ruins my fun. So I went with the whole troubleshooting process, and I think I figured out that the autosaves are the main reason why. I've also left out a few random mods just because it seemed like they may have been contributing to the crashing. I'm still not sure. Even at this point, I'm not sure if that is indeed the case, whether or not those particular mods were causing a problem, but I did have to remove like maybe 10 or something, and they were all just like little fun add-ons, like a few quest mods and then a few random armor/weapon mods, but nothing really too major. So it kind of sucks, but you know, that's one of the many problems, or one of the many randomly shitty situations that can pop up while doing a series like that with all those mods. But what are you gonna do? There's nothing I can do. I'm absolutely screwed when it comes to technology. Something always has to go wrong. Like, things went very wrong this week, but I have tested it quite a bit, and after disabling all forms of autosave and never loading any autosaves, it seems like just loading an autosave somehow causes a problem. I don't know why. I have no clue why. It seems like it's a very isolated problem. Like, I looked it up on the internet, I googled it, and it doesn't seem like too many people experience that sort of crash. Not too many people have problems with their autosaves, but as it so turns out, I think that may very well be the case, because I don't think the game ever crashed on me loading one of my regular saves. So I'm just going to have to remember to save more often and use quick save, and whenever I load a quick save, the game doesn't seem to crash. So I'm going to keep on testing it, of course, before I record more. And there's also more that I have to mention when it comes to that whole dilemma. But I'll bring all of that up and talk about it when we get to that point in the series. And that'll be, like, after episode 11, I believe, because I recorded up to that point within the first, like, 2 or 3 days after starting the series, because it was so much fun. Really having a lot of fun with that series, but the whole crashing to desktop thing wasn't going to fly. Let's go ahead and switch it up here. Let's go with Monroe. I think Monroe deserves some levelage here. He's fallen way too behind, and he's too powerful of a Pokemon to be neglecting. We ride out here because there's more room. Really? That's fascinating. You guy's a cool Mohawk, though. I'm digging the Mohawk, man. And your extremely happy, drugged-out coughing. This is not a good matchup here, I'll admit. Karate Chop, maybe? I don't know. He'll probably get, like, a critical hit. Of course he did. This is Monroe we're talking about. He always gets his critical hits. Did he evolve into a Primeape? I don't remember. I think he did. Pretty sure he did. That's cool. I'll have to check as soon as I kill this coughing. And he's dead. Sweet. Another critical hit. It's insane. And a Muck. Ooh. That'll probably give Monroe a lot of experience. So yeah, it seems like the problem is more or less taken care of. Again, I want to keep on troubleshooting it and keep on testing it to make sure that the game doesn't crash anymore, but I think I've played maybe about 4 or 5 hours, and I've died many times and loaded saves during those 4 or 5 hours, and it seems though I haven't had any problems with that, so that's really good. I'm really quite satisfied with that. Wow, this Muck was a pushover. Come on, Monroe, get a level up. Then again, he was going up against Monroe, but Monroe didn't level up. That's really sad. I feel like Monroe's probably just going to be my clutch ass-beater Pokemon. Like, he's probably going to save my ass when we get to the Pokemon League. He did evolve into a Primeape. That's great. So yeah, other than that, more technological issues abound. Have you heard of the legendary Pokemon? Yes, I've owned all of them at one point in previous lives. Why'd I say it all weird like that? Ew, look at that. What the hell? Look at that nasty Pidgey/Pidgeotto that he's got on his arm. That's a gross Pidgey, or whatever it was. Farfetch'd. What the dump? Oh god, this is bad. This is not a fight that Monroe wants to be in. Let's get Goku out here. Let's make this a fair fight. Because I don't know if Farfetch'd knows any flying type moves. What if he does, then Monroe would be in a bad way. Are you done, Farfetch'd? Good lord. The one-time Fury attack does more than 2 hits in the history of forever. Shit. So yeah, another technological issue is, this is also why my uploads have been kind of slow. Kind of sucks. My upload schedule has been shitty, I'll be honest with you. It's been terrible. I haven't been uploading nearly as much as I'd like to. But that's because I have encountered some really awful rendering problems. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I noticed recently that my videos were way more pixelated than I prefer them to be in the final render. Of course, you won't notice it in a Pokemon video if you've only been catching up or keeping up with this series or whatever. But it seems like, especially with Skyrim per diem, I really noticed it because that game is so graphically intensive, Skyrim, like that. It's way more obvious when a game, when a video renders out to be to be all pixely and stuff like that. It's way more obvious for a high graphics intensive game. So I noticed this, and I was like, this is not going to fly, so I had to refigure out my render settings. And for those of you who don't know what rendering is all about, what the deal is with that, when you record a video to be uploaded onto YouTube, you don't just upload the footage that you recorded. It doesn't really work like that. You can't just, for instance, this footage that I'm recording right now, at the time of doing this commentary, I can't just upload the raw footage, because the file will turn out to be like 30-something gigs, and that's going to be way too big for YouTube. It would take like 50 years probably to upload that. So what you have to do, and not only that, I can't upload the raw footage because I have to put on the intro and the outro, for instance, if that makes sense. So if you follow me with that, after you record the video, after you get the footage, the commentary, you put it into a video editing program. In my case, I use Sony Vegas. Terrible software, by the way. I recommend you don't use Sony Vegas. It's user-friendly, but I've had so many problems with this software. Many people recommend Premiere. I don't know how to use Premiere. I'm still working on that. Like a year after I've got Premiere, I still can't figure out how to use it. It's just frustrating because of how easy it is to use Vegas, and that's my own fault for not taking the time to figure out how to use it. Hopefully I can figure out how to use it at some point, but so the problem with Vegas is, like, it just has so many, it crashes so much, and it fails with renders so much. But anyways, I use Sony Vegas to edit and render my stuff. There's also Camtasia. I think Camtasia is probably better for rendering, as far as I know. I don't think people had nearly as many problems with Camtasia, but all that aside, you have to put a video into a video editing software to put on your intro and outro, or any other additions that you have to put onto the footage, and then you have to render that footage out. And that's once you're done with the render creates the video that you upload onto YouTube, the finished product, or finished content, if you will. So you upload that to YouTube, and thankfully the file size gets reduced dramatically to about 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabytes, depending on the game. For Pokemon, it tends to be like not even that much, like maybe half a gig or even less than that. Just depends on how long the video is. But after that, then you're good to go after you render the video. So that's what a lot of YouTubers mean when they say render. Some people don't quite understand that. Some people like just think that render is another word for upload, or it's the word that YouTubers use for uploading or something like that. It's not like that at all. It's a completely different process. It's another step in the video making process, and it's another time-consuming thing, because if you don't have a good computer, then rendering can take forever. When I started doing YouTube, back before I had a semi-decent PC, it would take me about 3 hours or 2 hours, depending on the video, to render each video. So you can imagine, and me thinking back on this, like, it blows my mind how much crap I went through just to get 2 or 3 videos out a day back at that time. And it makes me take my current setup for granted, even though my current setup really isn't that much better for rendering videos, just as I recently found out. So anyways, like I was saying, my videos were coming out really pixelated and poopy in quality, and for some reason, I only just picked up on this. I know I had better render settings in the distant past at a different time, and it wasn't like that bad, but it was bad to the point where like certain parts of the video or certain random moments would have tons of pixeliness, and that just really bothers me. I try to upload the best quality that I possibly can within reasonable means, because I don't feel good putting out anything less than is as good as I can possibly put out, as far as videos are concerned. Like, I just don't like putting anything that's subpar out. I hate that. It's a shitty feeling when I put something up on the channel and it doesn't. It turns out like the video quality ended up being shitty or whatever. That happened with episode 9 of Dumbcraft, I believe, and that was just really frustrating when I found out after I'd already uploaded it, because there's nothing I can do after I've already uploaded it, and it's already been up for several hours. I just had to So I've lived with that. So I did a lot of tinkering and messing with different render settings, and now I've found one that I'm really happy with. However, my computer takes much longer to render these videos, so much better quality, pretty much no pixeliness whatsoever. And it's about an hour to render a 15-minute Skyrim episode. And this brings me to another thing. I've noticed on the Skyrim per DM series, people keep telling me to put out 20-minute episodes every single day instead of 15. That's just not doable, because just that extra 5 minutes per day would add up, and every single Skyrim per DM episode would take like an hour and a half to 2 hours to render out. And I don't have that time available to me. And I would upgrade my computer so that I can have faster render times, and I hope to in the future, but I can't afford it right now. I do not have the means to upgrade my PC and upgrade the processor specifically, because the processor, the better the processor, the better your rendering will be. And I don't have that. So I can't upload 20-minute episodes of Skyrim every day. If I use the old shitty render settings, then I might be able to, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to upload a 20-minute pixely video every single day. That would be awful. I'd feel like crap doing that because it'd be sacrificing quality for quantity, and that's stupid. So that's why I can't do that. Maybe if I somehow acquire the cash monies, the spare cash monies to afford to upgrade my PC within the next several months, then maybe I can do that and then increase the... I never got antidotes for some reason. I'm an idiot. Well, Trollax, you're gonna have to deal with death. You're gonna... Oh, this is gonna be really annoying. Crap, but I don't want to fly all the way back. How did I not buy any antidotes? I could have sworn that I did. Oh, that's terrible. Ah, whatever. Well, maybe he can make it all the way to Fuchsia City, if we're lucky. Also, I feel like we missed a rival battle. We haven't had one in a long time, which is a little bit odd. I expect there to be more rival battles. I think there was one back in Celadon or something. I have no idea. Whatever. Monroe's kind of had his fill of fighting here. And damn, everybody's kind of in shitty shape right now. This is bad. Who? Okay, we'll go with Goku. Hopefully Goku doesn't get killed by a Spearow. That'd be sad. That'd be pathetic. So, where was I? Yeah, the whole 20-minute Skyrim videos a day. It's not gonna work unless somehow I get a better PC in the near future. And part of that is also just because of how graphics intensive Skyrim is. It just takes longer to render, you know, which makes sense. Like the bigger the file and the more intense the graphics are. Generally speaking, shit, I wanted to switch out. That's bad. Generally speaking, the more graphics intensive and all of that, the longer it's going to take to render, because it takes longer for the computer to put it together and make it look good and all that, so that's the deal there. But yeah, maybe if I can afford to get my PC upgraded, chances what I'll do is actually just upgrade everything altogether instead of just getting a new processor, because like I mentioned briefly, the better the processor, the faster your rendering speed is, because the processor is what controls all of that. That's what affects how fast your computer can do certain things, and rendering is one of the most processor-intensive tasks that your computer can take on. So I don't think anybody... Does anybody have cut? No, so we can't get up to that top level there. Not yet, anyway. And I want to put somebody else in front here. Let's go with... Man, Trollax has a lot of health. That he does! He definitely does. Let's just go with Cloud. I know I've got potions here, so let's go ahead and heal up. Can't believe I forgot to buy antidotes. What an idiot. This guy over here. What an idiot. This Clash Dude here. This Clash Dude man guy. He has no idea what he's doing. Whatever. This should be good. I got plenty of super potions here. Ew. Called me a little cutie, did you? How old are you? Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's fucked up. That is... I don't want to have anything to do with this woman. Nope. It's not happening. I'm sorry. Still very... I find it so odd that Cloud doesn't know a single... a single fire type attack. That's... What am I doing? Whirlwind. Unaffected. I don't know what you're trying here, Pidgeotto. Try something else. Or try harder. Just do something different. That quick attack was a nice attempt. But not a good enough of an attempt. A Wigglytuff. Oh, God. Oh, I know who I want to use for this fight right here. We got Monroe. Oh, man. He's going to slap the shit out of this Wigglytuff. There's absolutely no contest. Low kick to the face. What a hit. So good. And look at that. Almost 700 experience. Monroe, how are you not level up faster? I think it just takes a while to level up here. He's one of those Pokemon. One of those stubborn assholes that takes forever to level up. You look gentle, so I think I can beat you. That's a little offensive. A little bit degrading. Whatever. She's trying to, like, Masenko Hami there. Alright, Gohan. Settle down. Let's settle this like Pokemon trainers, please. Will this one hit kill this Pidgey? Oh, it did. And a critical hit, no less. I feel like we're in pretty good shape regardless, though. I think we're doing really okay. I'm still not sure if I want to go through the trouble of leveling up a Dratini to get a Dragonite for, you know, late game when we're fighting the Elite Four. It would be pretty useful, but it might be smarter just to focus on making my 5 Pokemon that I already have as strong as I can. I think they're all fully evolved except for Bowser. Bowser still needs to get to 36 and become a Blastoise and all that, but for the most part, I think we've got a pretty solid team here. Pretty diverse team. We've got a tank. We've got a bunch of, I don't know, attack-heavy Pokemon. So we should be alright. No, wrong. Yes, correct. Right. Hey, kid, come on. I just got these. What are you talking about? You got these what? You just got these bike? That's... Maybe he's referring to his wheels? I don't know. Or his Pokemon? I don't know. Well, doesn't matter. Oh, we're about to... we're about to battle with, like, 5 coughings, aren't we? That's fantastic. I wonder if ground type moves work. I guess they do. They must. Oh, look at that. Dead. Now let's just use Dig over and over for this fight. Won't even have to think about it. Yep, it's going to be 5 coughings. That's phenomenal. I'm not sure if I want to go down the bike trail or whatever it is that leads from Celadon to Fuchsia. I'll think about it. It would be some good grinding experience to get. But anyway. So yeah, it was just not the best week. Between those problems with Skyrim and the problems with trying to figure out a good render setting. And this is the same sort of thing that I dealt with like when I started making videos. It took me forever when I first started to find good render settings because it's all over the place. Like you don't really know where to start unless you're already familiar with that sort of thing. Or you know, like everything just sort of falls in place and you do the right research and everything, but still, it's also computer specific as well. So render settings that work for one person might not work for you, and that's kind of the problem I had when I started out. But yeah, it was frustrating because the render settings I've been using forever, and I hadn't really messed with them in a long time, and it's terrible. And not only that, the longer render times are just awful, and that's why I haven't been able to upload as much. I just don't. On top of Skyrim messing up and trying to troubleshoot all of that and computer problems, it's just been... Not to mention last week when I took out my old graphics card, put in a new one, but as it turns out, the new one doesn't really work with my motherboard's BIOS for whatever reason. It works, but it doesn't work as well as my old graphics card, which was a complete generation older, so... I don't know. And that graphics card was like, it was decent. It was a good upgrade, but I can't really go better than that. And even if I did, that's not really the issue right now for me. The issue is the new processor. That takes precedent over the graphics card. But my processor is already pretty decent, and the upgrade from that, I'd have to spend like maybe $300 minimum, possibly $400 if I really wanted a solid upgrade that would last me a while. And that's a lot of money. So that piled on with all the new games coming out later this year, and the new consoles, of course, that's a lot. Plus the possibility of going to Minecon is still up in the air, so who knows? Who knows? There's so much yet to be determined. But yeah, that's really the update on what's going on with my random crap that no one gives a shit about, but figured I'd just make a Pokemon video talking about all of it. Maybe venting a little bit. Because I haven't had problems like these in a while. And that was like, well, that's the worst part. Because I'm just not used to dealing with render problems. It's something I hadn't had to, I haven't had to fuck with in years. In like 2 years or more, so whatever. But the good news now is that most of my videos, you know, barring older games like this one, because you can't really tell the difference with a Pokemon game, and Minecraft. Minecraft isn't really affected that much either, but even Minecraft, you should notice a bump in the quality of Minecraft videos from me too, so that's good, I would think. And hopefully notice it in the new Skyrim episode too, and all the episodes following it, because I think it looks pretty good. I was impressed with it, but we're running out of options here, Monroe. Can you just finish it off with a low kick, even though it's not very effective? Oh, you couldn't. Just don't die, Monroe. Whatever you do, don't die, please. Oh, great. Good job. See, Monroe always pulls through. And he's level 34. Oh, what a beast. And we defeated that biker. Alright, how many more trainers before we get the hell out of this mess? Okay, so we still got a few more over there. I imagine we're pretty close to Fuchsia City. Probably like right after these two, maybe another trainer, and then the door should be right there. But that's all I have time for today. Hope you enjoyed this random venting session. And that's all there is to it. I don't know. Just a very traumatic, terrible, technological week. Tech week, whatever. Thanks for watching. Remember that I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.